Esteemed adepts, honored servants of the machine god, I welcome you. I am Magos Logi Kralis 9271, loyal vessel of the Omnissiah, and today I have the sacred honor of recounting the glorious lineage and purpose of the Adeptus Mechanicus. We are the cult Mechanicus, chosen of the Omnissiah, entrusted with humanity's oldest knowledge, guardians of the sacred technologies that bind our Imperium. We are an order born of Mars, forged in reverence for the machine god, and held together by unbreakable devotion to our duty. Our history began in a time of ruin and rebirth, when the fires of ancient Mars were tempered into devotion, and our ancestors swore eternal loyalty to the holy mysteries of machinery. We are the architects of the Forge worlds and masters of Titans. When the Emperor walked upon Mars, we saw in him the Omnissiah incarnate, and our Pact bound our fates with his Imperium. Today, I tell you of our origin, our trials, our divisions, and our triumphs in service to the Omnissiah. Prepare your cogitators, align your minds, and let your spirits honor the machine god as we remember the mighty Adeptus Mechanicus. Long before the founding of the Imperium, Mars was a technological haven, though its history diverged sharply from Terra, Earth. When the age of strife plunged humanity into darkness and isolation, Mars endured a period of chaos and destruction, eventually emerging as a barren, irradiated wasteland. To survive, the people of Mars turned to technology, forming a religious and cultural society that venerated machines. They believed in the machine god, or Omnissiah, a divine entity who granted wisdom and purpose to those who understood and revered technology. This techno-religious society ultimately unified Mars, giving birth to the cult Mechanicus, which saw technology as sacred. They zealously guarded ancient knowledge and became skilled in restoring and building machinery, including massive war machines like Titans. As they advanced, they created Forge worlds across the stars, dedicated to mining and manufacturing on a massive scale. During the unification wars on Terra, the Emperor of Mankind sought to reunite humanity. When he set his sights on Mars, he saw an opportunity to ally with the Mechanicum, realizing that they were vital for his vision of a galactic empire. The Emperor presented himself as the Omnissiah, an incarnation of the machine god, to gain their support, forging a pact known as the Treaty of Olympus in the 30th millennium. This agreement united the two superpowers. Mars would provide its advanced technology, manufacturing power, and knowledge, while the Emperor would offer protection and inclusion in his Imperium. In this way, the Adeptus Mechanicus became an essential part of the Imperium's might, though it retained its independence and autonomy. The alliance between the Mechanicum and the Emperor faced its ultimate test during the Horus Heresy, a galaxy-spanning civil war where the Emperor's war master, Horus, turned against him. The Mechanicum was deeply divided in its loyalties, with many forges siding with Horus and others remaining loyal to the Emperor. The conflict devastated Mars, pitting the followers of the Dark Mechanicum, those who sought unrestricted technological progress, even through heretical and forbidden means, against loyalists who upheld the Emperor's ideals. After the heresy, Mars was purged of the Dark Mechanicum's followers, who fled to join the forces of chaos in the Eye of Terror. After the Horus Heresy, the Mechanicum became formally integrated as the Adeptus Mechanicus within the Imperium. This change marked their shift from an autonomous ally to a formal arm of the imperial structure. However, the Adeptus Mechanicus retained significant autonomy, including its own hierarchy, rites, and doctrines. It became the technological heart of the Imperium, responsible for producing weapons, spacecraft, and war machines across thousands of Forge worlds. The Adeptus Mechanicus is governed by the Fabricator General, the supreme leader of the Mechanicus, who sits on the Council of the High Lords of Terra. Beneath the Fabricator General, the Mechanicus hierarchy includes the Archmagos, Magos, Engine Seers, and Tech Priests, each responsible for specific aspects of technology and war. They follow the cult Mechanicus, a religion centered on the Omnissiah and marked by arcane rituals, rites, and dogmatic restrictions on technological development. The Adeptus Mechanicus has a rigid belief system that sees the Omnissiah in all machines, which must be revered and maintained through rituals. This reverence for machines also means that technological innovation is stifled. Rather than creating new technology, the Mechanicus prefers to rediscover and repair ancient designs. This approach has led to the preservation and sometimes deterioration of knowledge over time, with entire fields of technology becoming lost or forbidden. Within the Adeptus Mechanicus, there are numerous subdivisions and orders, each with its own focus and purpose. Some of the most notable include the Skitarii, serving as the main fighting force of the cult Mechanicus. Augmented with extensive mechanical enhancements, they are a fusion of man and machine, driven by unyielding loyalty to the Omnissiah and their Forge World masters. Each Skitarii is equipped with advanced weaponry, such as galvanic rifles or radium carbines, and their enhancements often include bionic limbs, augmented senses, and targeting systems. Clad in crimson cloaks adorned with cogwheel insignias, they march tirelessly across battlefields, carrying out the will of the machine god. With their precision and efficiency, Skitarii are a terrifying force, unwavering in their devotion and unrelenting in their pursuit of technological supremacy. Electro-priests are zealous warriors of the Adeptus Mechanicus, channeling the divine power of the Omnissiah through their electrically charged bodies. Their cybernetic enhancements allow them to harness the power of electricity, which courses through their veins like sacred lifeblood. Driven by religious fervor, they march into battle chanting binary hymns, their faith in the machine god fueling their electrifying attacks. The Ordo Reductor is a fearsome subdivision of the Adeptus Mechanicus, specializing in siege warfare and planetary annihilation. Known for their brutal efficiency, they are tasked with breaking through the most fortified defenses using devastating artillery, explosives, and advanced breaching tactics. Members of the Ordo Reductor are masters of destruction, wielding massive siege engines, heavy ordnance, and forbidden technologies. Their tech priests, often heavily augmented, oversee these destructive campaigns with cold precision, viewing devastation as a sacred act in service to the Omnissiah. Whether dismantling planetary shields or reducing hive cities to rubble, the Ordo Reductor leaves no obstacle standing in the path of the machine god's will. The genitors are a specialized faction within the Adeptus Mechanicus, dedicated to the study and manipulation of biological sciences. Fascinated by genetics, bioengineering, and the interplay of flesh and machine, they see biological systems as another sacred frontier of the Omnissiah's divine design. Genitors experiment with creating enhanced life forms, perfecting servitor modifications, and unlocking ancient biological secrets. Often operating on the edge of what the Mechanicus considers acceptable, some genitors push the boundaries of morality, crafting abominable hybrids or delving into forbidden xenotech. Despite their controversial methods, their work is vital to the Imperium, contributing to advances in battlefield medicine, gene seed cultivation, and augmentations. Cloaked in crimson robes, their appearance blends cybernetic enhancements with surgical tools, embodying their relentless quest to perfect life in service of the machine god. By the 41st millennium, the Adeptus Mechanicus continues to be one of the most powerful and influential institutions in the Imperium. Its forge worlds produce nearly all of the Imperium's advanced technology, and its armies fight in every major conflict, often accompanied by Titans and Skitarii legions. The Mechanicus jealously guards its technological knowledge and holds a near monopoly on its production, allowing it to maintain independence and leverage within the Imperium. However, the Mechanicus is also a faction plagued by internal conflict and threats. Rivalries between forge worlds, disputes over doctrine, and a constant war with the Dark Mechanicum, who worship chaos and pursue forbidden technologies, present continual challenges. Moreover, with the rise of new threats in the galaxy, such as the Necrons, Tyranids, and increasing warp instability, the Adeptus Mechanicus faces a future where its grip on technology and power may be tested as never before. The Adeptus Mechanicus embodies both the strengths and weaknesses of the Imperium's approach to knowledge and technology. It preserves humanity's greatest technological achievements, yet its dogmatic views prevent true innovation and leave it vulnerable to stagnation. For better or worse, the Adeptus Mechanicus remains the Imperium's indispensable enigmatic ally, a force of immense power, ancient knowledge, and relentless zeal for the machine god. As I withdraw to the hallowed chambers of calculation and innovation, I leave you with the words of the ancients. Through unity, strength, through logic, purpose, through faith, eternity. Comment below what other tales of this universe you would like to have told. Like and subscribe. May the blessings of the Omnissiah guide your path. End of data transmission.